Hello and welcome back. It's puzzle time with Sudoku Sleuth, and today we're going to be playing Game, Set, and Match. Now, I'm kind of realizing as I grow a bit older that I'm actually immensely enjoying tennis. So, when I was a bit younger, table tennis was probably my game, and I guess for spectating it would have been football. But, as I'm getting a bit older, I'm actually not even enjoying watching football anymore, but somehow with so many tennis courts around where I live, essentially in the park, the council here has built quite a few of them. And, unsurprisingly, it's quite popular with everybody who lives around here, including, kids. It's not just necessarily adults. And, as we walk the dogs in the morning and evening, I spend quite a bit of time just spectating and watching people play tennis. Now, I also could have legitimately gone for table tennis, I guess, with this kind of title, but when you actually see the picture, another one from Willpower with a stickman figure, is very clearly referencing tennis here. Last thing before we crack on, you may see that it's looking a bit dark behind me. That's because I'm actually recording on the morning of posting. It was a very busy day in kind of at work yesterday, so I really didn't get a chance. But I've got plenty of time to record this one, post it, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Let's take a look at today's puzzle and rule sets. For a second, I've kind of lost my way there. There we go. So, game, set, and match from Willpower. And you can definitely see a human with a tennis racket, mind you, and a tennis ball coming their way that they're actually having to hit, mid-stride as well. Fantastic as always, Willpower. Right, rules-wise. Normal Sudoku rules apply. That means place the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, every 3x3 box. Nothing unusual there. In general, if you see uppercase letters for the rules from Willpower and no negative symbol, it usually means it's the normal variant as you would expect it to be. So for example, the cage is here with a minus next to it. No, normally the minus is like in brackets. So I think they're also normal. Anyway, quick double check. German whispers, numbers on green lines are at least 5 apart from their neighbor on the line, and numbers may repeat on green lines if allowed by other rules. So if this cell here is a 2, the neighboring digits would have to be 7, 8, or 9 to be 5 or more away. Classic German whisper line, high digits 6, 7, 8, 9, low digits 1, 2, 3, 4, and oscillate back and forth between them. No 5s on German whisper lines. Then we have KROPKI pairs. That's the tennis ball. Okay, I think that gives it away that it's not table tennis when, Will explicitly says it's a tennis ball. Number with a white dot between them are consecutive. So, and not all possible dots are given. So if this cell is a 2, this would be 1 or 3, so that they are indeed consecutive. No negative constraints, a 2 here with a 3 there. Clearly consecutive, no white dot between them, not a problem. And then last but not least, we've got killer cages. Number in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and numbers do not repeat in cages. So yeah, standard killer cage rules. Let's have a look. Where am I actually looking for this? See, I'm trying at the same time not to solve. Let's go for 15. That doesn't have a German whisper. Excuse me, touching it. So if this cell is a 5, these two cells will have to add up to 10, so that plus the 5, they make up 15. Excuse me. Two cells that make up 8, 13, 7, 12, 12, etc. May as well complete this. So 3, 5, 7, totally legitimate example here for the 15 cage. That's all the rules we have for today. So if you want to play along, if you want to join this tennis game, hopefully stop whoever this individual, the stickman figure, from winning game, set, and match. Link will be in the description down below for you to do so. With that said, I'm going to restart the clock and see how I get on. So the cages, none of them are forced as far as I could tell. Actually, that's not true. Yeah, that is not true. What I'm looking for is something that would help me with polarity, and I'm thinking the 11 cage would. So just to think this out loud, we oscillate between lows and high. If both of these were high, that means that they are a minimum of 6 and 7, because 6, 7, 8, 9 are the high digits. 6 and 7 would be the minimum high digits I could put in there. That's already at 13. I'd need -2 in here to make this work. So clearly, these two are blue, as in low. All of these are low. All of these are high. And we've got polarity. Now, the 7 gauge, I did say, is forced. 3 ways of getting to 7. 3, 4, 2, 5, and 1, 6 in 2 cells. Now, 3, 4 doesn't work on a German whisper line. 2, 5 doesn't work on a German whisper line. 1, 6 is the only one that does work. And I'm kind of thinking we're probably going to be able to place a few more. Yeah, 8. Well, it's 1, 7 as well. So it's either 1, 7, 2, 6, 3, 5. Remember, we need 1 to be low, 1 to be high on the German whisper. And it needs to be 5 or more apart. So 2, 6 is too close, 3, 5 doesn't work, 5 is never on the German whisper line. So a couple of these are forced, but let's think about what else is going on. So this at a minimum is 8. Because these, it is. If it is 7, these 2 cells will be forced to be 1 and 2. And that adds up to 10, not 11. So this would have to be an 8, and these would have to be 1 and 2 to get to 11. So that is our first digit, a couple of minutes in. 12 cage, essentially, this would have been 7, 8, 9 with 3, 4, 5, but it's not an 8 anymore, therefore this is not a 4. This can still be 7 or 9. Can I get polarity anywhere else? Probably the 9 cage. So essentially these two are going to be the same. If I just color these for a second, you'll see what I mean. Oscillating between the two, so purple to orange, back to purple, orange, purple, orange, purple. But again, same trick that we did with the 11. If these two were high, we're at 13. In fact, with a 1, 7 pair in here, it would be 6 and 8. And we can't even get a 6 because these can't be double 1. So it would be 8, 9 pair at 17, which is ridiculous, of course. So orange has to be blue again, purple has to be red. These have to be low, and they're not 1 or 7, mind you. So they're not 1, so they're at least 2 or 3, and it can't be a 4. If either of these are a 4, this would require a double 9 in the same column, which would break everything. So this is a 2, 3 pair. They add up to 5, and we need a 4 in the middle to get to 9. These two cells now are 7, 8, or 9 because of the 1, 7, not because of the 1, 7, because these are at least, they're 2, 3, so they can't even be 7. 3 is too close to the 7, it's only 4 or more away. 8, 9 pair gives me 7. This is a high digit, that's 6, that's 1. Fantastic. This is a low digit that is next to the 6, that has to be a 1. This would have to be a 2, both of these in fact, because 1s are not allowed next to the 7. These are both 2s. This is 7 and 8. This has to be a 9, it can't be a 6 next to the 2. What do we have in here? High digit. That is at least a 7 or a 9, because these two blues are going to be different, but not 8. Okay. Can I figure out polarity in here? Probably not so easily. 13. You can, of course, make this low. No, you couldn't. Essentially, this would have to be 9, this would have to be 4 to get to 13. And that's fine on its own for getting the 9 in here in the column. That would require another 9 in here. So it'd have to have 3 9s to make this a low digit. So short answer is this is also high, 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 high. These are all lows. Excellent. High digits in here. I think that's 6, 7. So the options for 13 and 2 cells, 6, 7, 5, 8, and 4, 9. Now, we've already dismissed the 4, 9. 5, 8 doesn't work because they're both German whisper cells, and you can't have a 5 on it, so it has to be 6, 7. That's going to be the 6 because of this 6. That's going to be the 7. That can't be a 1 because of this one. That's going to be a 2. That 7 gives me 1, gives me 7, gives me 2 in here. These two have to be obviously the low digits next to the 7. This is not 6, 7 or 9. That's an 8. That 2 gave me a 3 and a 2. That 8 gave me a 9 and an 8. Look at me doing Sudoku halfway. Look at me using this 5 as well in this cage. Right, 8. This is a maximum of 3. This has to be a 9. This could be, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but it's 2, 3, or 4. Not 4, because this is not 9 or 8. This is 6 or 7. In fact, has to be a 7, because that can't be a 1. That's 7. That's 2. And we're doing well. This is 6, 7, or 9. Right. What else do we have on the table? So we may as well just think about what this is. This is 4, 5 to complete the, I mean, at least the column, or this box, box 5. In here, with 9 and 8 gone, and 4, pretty sure I need a 7. Because essentially, without the 7, 3, 5, 6 is the minimum, is the maximum I can put in here, which is not enough. That won't get me to 15. So 7 has to be in here. Obviously not this cell. Now I need an 8. 2 cells to add up to 8. And 2, 6 doesn't work. 3, 5 does. And 1, 7 obviously doesn't. So this is 3, 5, 7. Essentially my example from the start. That's not a 3 or a 7. That is a 5. And then we've got what? 1 and 6. Yeah, to complete the column. Let's do a bit of Sudoku. I mean, there's probably like a few easy things on the table here, such as 9s. 9s can only be in here in box 2. I need 6, 5, 6. 5 is not here. And 4. 4 is not here. That's 6. That gives me 1. That gives me 6. I don't think the 3 and 7 are resolved. Rest of this column, column 4, we need 7 and 8, not resolved. Fine. We have another 4, 5, and something else. Something else is a 3, I'm going to say. So 3, 4, 5 with a definite 3. What is this cell? I haven't really thought about it. It's not 3, it's not 2, it's 1 or 4. These 2 cells, at least we can pencil mark them. 3 and 5, that 5 tells me that's the 5, that's the 3, that's the 4, that's the 5. That 3 removes this 3 as an option. It's not what I meant to do. There you go, that's 3. That 2 gave me a 1 and 2 in here. Still could be 7 with a 1. And that could still be 6 next to the 1. So essentially, what do we have in here? 1, 4, 1, 4, 5? Yeah, and a 6. One of these 2 cells. Okay, may as well look at the 12 cage. In 3 cells, can I remove any digits from it? So no 2s, no 5s. I'm just wondering if this is easier for me just to do Sudoku first. It probably is. No, yeah, let's do that. So 1, 2, I need 1, 2, and 6. Oh, well, 7 has to be somewhere in here, one of these 2 cells. 3 has to be in here as well. And again, 3, 7, that's a 3, 7 pair. Rest of this now is 4, 8, 9. I think that's correct. Okay. 9 in here is not going to work because that would require a 3 and a 0. So 9 is out. What is this cell? Not sure. So 4, 8, 9, we have another 4, 8, 9 and a 2, which can only be in here. And therefore these are from 4, 8, 9s. 4, 8 gives me a 9 in here and a 4, 8 in there. No 9 in here. That's a 4, 8 pair. That is a 9. These cells now are, well, there's another 4, 8 plus a 1 plus a 6. 1, 6, 4, 4, 8. Right, so 8 clearly works with 3 and 1. In fact, 7 and getting to 5 is also possible with 1 and 4. Now, if that's, yeah, 4 also works. Okay, so we kind of need to do a bit more Sudoku to actually determine what's going on in here. Let's remove a few options. Have I got anything that will help me resolve it right now? Not really. That 7 gave me a 3 and a 7. These two are 4 and 5. With the 4, 5 pairs everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6, 8, and 9. That's not an 8. These are 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 in here gave me a 3 with a 1, 2 pair. I mean, we surely need to think about this white KROPKI dot at some point. I think I've put it off long enough, so let's just have a think about what these are. So I need a 5 on the white KROPKI dot, because essentially no 5 anywhere in the column, not in here, it's got to be in there. And it's joined with either obviously 4, 5, or 6, with a definite 5. This is not 4 or 5, however. Therefore, that is the 6, that is the 5. That's got to be the 4, just to complete the column, and that's the 9. And has that helped? Yes, 4 has given me 8, has given me 4, has put an 8 inside the cage, and therefore that is 3 and 1 to get to the remaining 4. This is... Sorry, I got stuck there for a second. It's a 4, 6 pair that's not resolved. Where are we going? 2 gives me 1 and 2. 6 and 8 not resolved. 4, 5 not resolved. Let's just keep going. This is 3 or 7 not resolved. These should be easier, he says, hopefully, and they're not. 8 and 9 also not resolved. 1 is plus 7, which gives me 9, which leaves me open with my 1, 4 option. 8, however, gave me a 7 and an 8. That 1 actually did resolve this. I could have used earlier. This is a 1, 6 pair. That's the 1. That's the 6. That's the 4. That's the 6. That's not a 6. Not a 9 either. And that's a 7, which gives me 3 in here, 7 in there, which I've also could have got a different way. That's 8. That's 9. That's 6. That's 8. I'm guessing those 4, 5s are also resolved. Yes, they are. That's 5. That's 4. These 4, 5s are not. That's fine. We need a 6 in here. Where's the 3? The 3 goes in there. This is a 4, 5, 4, and if I've not made any mistakes, 5 for the finish. Fantastic puzzle, Willpower, as usual. Kind of, I guess, you know, Will's got a tough job. He keeps creating phenomenal puzzles and people keep expecting them. So living up to the expectation must be a bit of pressure here, but another fantastic puzzle, and I guess kind of topical. Hope that you guys enjoyed the puzzle and the video. See you back soon. Bye-bye for now. Sorry, one second. Just spotted that. Now I'm happy. Bye-bye for now.